and therefore they're not healed. Because if you really heard God, Jesus, if you really heard God, your behavior would be different. The fact that you keep the same behavior is because you have not heard God. My father often tells a story about Reverend Walker at Mount Zion. And he would say that some of you ain't never heard me preach. And my father says that he didn't understand that statement because the man was preaching all the time and the church was there. What did he mean by some of them had never heard him preach? Until somebody came to the men and began to preach entire sanctification. And folks said, I never heard it before. Even though they've been in church Sunday after Sunday, and even though the pastor had been preaching it week after week, they sat there and had the audacity to say, I ain't never heard it. It's happened here in Faith Tabernacle. I've heard Bishop teach some stuff. I heard Bishop say some stuff. And I heard folks visit somebody on TV and come back and say, I ain't never heard it. Where were you when Bishop said it? I would tell you where you were. With your eyes closed and your ears stopped up and you missed God. Lord have mercy. It's kind of tight in the house. You hear who you want to hear. I'm going to prove it to you too. Because you come to me and you ask me a question and I give you an answer. If you heard the answer that I gave you, you accept the answer, especially I'm giving it to you from God's word. Amen. But you didn't like the answer. So you went to Sister Furby and asked her. And Sister Furby told you the same thing I told you. But you didn't like the answer, so you didn't listen to it. So you go to Brother Mackey, and Brother Mackey told you the same thing Sister Furby and I told you. But you made the excuse, well, Beth Ann, you know, she just over there. And Sister Furby, she just old. And Mackey, he just too churchy. So you go to somebody else. And you keep going around the church until you find somebody who say what you want to hear. And when they say what you want to hear, all of a sudden you say, ooh, I knew I was right.